Well, guys, we got some glorious news. We have some glorious news to talk about, man. God is back. God has made his returns back in school. Now, when I was a kid, guys, God was in schools. Yes, you had the right to practice whatever religion you wanted, but the core foundation of the United States of America is Judeo-Christian values. Judeo-Christian values, guys. We used to say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Also, we had prayer in school. In high school, at football games, there was prayer over the loudspeaker. Nobody was offended. You did not have to pray. But God is at the core of our great nation. But along the way, we've actually lost our way. We have seen, and we actually covered this on the sports channel, a coach actually got fired from his job. Why? Because he was praying after the game. And his players wanted to actually pray with him. He wasn't forcing anyone to actually pray with him. They wanted to. And guess what? He got fired. But he did win in court because they were trying to silence this man for expressing his freedom of religion. Well, in Louisiana, a state that I really love, man. Went to college there, lived many years in Louisiana. They have now brought God back in school. In the classroom, the 10 Commandments will be displayed in classrooms. Also, in state-funded colleges. And boy, based on what's going on these colleges, yeah, the 10 Commandments definitely need to be on these college campuses, man. However, the ACLU, they are triggered by this. So they are suing the state of Louisiana for displaying the 10 Commandments. They don't want you to see it. They do not want the 10 Commandments in the classroom. You know, things like honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Seems like that's a good thing to learn, right? Oh no, they do not want you to see it, guys. Let's get into it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We appreciate these support. So here we go. Check this out. ACLU suing Louisiana for 10 Commandments in public schools, not Sunday schools. Folks, us as a nation, man, for the first, 200 years or so of this nation, it was not a big deal having God in schools. But around my generation, we started losing our way, man. Losing our way. God has been removed. And if you actually remove God from the classroom, you start losing God from the country. And guys, there's no doubt about it. We are more of a godless nation now than back in the 80s when I was a kid. I mean, the left is really, really out of control, man. They hate God. It says here, the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU for short, announced on Wednesday that it will be suing the state of Louisiana over its new law requiring the display of the 10 Commandments in public schools. As Breitbart News reported, the state of Louisiana became the first in the nation to mandate that the 10 Commandments be displayed in public school classrooms after Republican Governor Jeff Landry signed it into law. Yeah. Shout out to the governor of Louisiana. Great job by him. Quote, Louisiana is the first state to successfully pass legislation requiring the display of the 10 Commandments in public classrooms, including state-funded universities, since the Supreme Court voted 5-4 to banish the tenets from America's classrooms in 1980. Wow, said the report. So that's right there in 1980. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't see the Ten Commandments in the classroom. But like I said, we prayed. And then eventually, they got rid of prayer. Then they got rid of the Pledge of Allegiance. And look what's happening to our school system now, guys. Quote, efforts to restore the commandments in public schools are active in other states, including Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, although none so far have been successful, it added. Hours after it became law, the ACLU announced it would be fighting it in court. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. This is what they actually put out here, guys. Quote, we're suing Louisiana for requiring all public schools to display the Ten Commandments in every classroom. Public schools are not Sunday schools, it said, adding that it will join with ACLU Louisiana and other organizations to, quote, fight with everything we have to stop this blatantly unconstitutional law. Thing is, ACLU, my question is, have you actually sued to stop pride flags and BLM flags from being put in schools? I'm pretty sure you have not done that because the ACLU, I'm pretty sure they love immorality. They probably love the sexualization of kids that's going on in schools. So when we actually fight back and we say, wait a minute, God needs to be back in schools, now all of a sudden it's a problem. It's a problem now. Says here, it should be noted that the specific bill in question said that no state or taxpayer funds can be used to display the Ten Commandments and only allow for schools to use donated funds. Yeah. So taxpayers aren't even paying for this. Donated funds. That's what's going to be used to display the Ten Commandments. And they're triggered by this. But pride flags, things like that, they are perfectly okay with that. And I'm pretty sure, the leftists here are losing their minds. But I like that Louisiana, man, is now going to bring God back in schools. We definitely need God in this country, man. The further we've actually gotten away from God, man, the worse we've gotten. I mean, look at this Biden administration. Biden is supposed to be a so-called Catholic and believe in God. But it's pretty obvious, man, that his Christian beliefs stop on Sunday. It stops when he actually leaves church. Maybe he actually goes to Mass, then he just forgets what he actually learned in Mass, and that's it. God needs to be back, and thank God that God is back in schools in Louisiana. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.